What wakes you up in the morning? Are you one of those light sleepers who awake at the slightest sound? Or can you sleep through an alarm clock that sounds like a dynamite blast? The church offers us a wake-up call. It is more alarming than soothing. The church says, be constantly on the watch and stay awake. Do you hear the alarm in the voice of the church? To be awake does not mean that we become anxious or afraid, even though we interpret the voice of the church as calling us to fear and anxiety. To be awake does not mean that we cease from all ordinary routines in life. It isn't a call to stand on the rooftops and look into the sky waiting for His return. To the contrary, the church calls us to the streets. To live in the light of the Lord's truth is to live a life even more useful and zealous. Ultimately, to be awake is to live. Jesus calls His church, that is us, to be a heightened sense of life. He wants us to know that time and opportunity are limited and not to waste either. Buddha was once asked, "Who are you?" He replied, "I am awake." Good answer, don't you think? To be awake means to be aware of one's surroundings, to be aware of one's opportunities, to be aware of one's blessings. It is a risky question to ask, but who are you? Are you awake? Jesus is calling the church to wake up. Let us be about the business of living joyously and expectantly. For one day, the one who loves us best is going to come calling our name. And on that day, we will say, I sing because I'm happy, I sing because I'm free, for His eye is on the sparrow, and I know that He watches me.